Anthony Cumia fired from the Opie and Anthony show. I found out about this actually last night. The Young Turks made a video about it, and, you know, I try my best not to watch the Young Turks unless it's something that I absolutely have to see. But then I watched my buddy Spence Defense, and apparently it was just over something stupid. Oh, apparently he was racist. Blah, blah, blah. Look, calling somebody who just so happens to be black a savage isn't racist. Calling them a nigger is. There's a whole bunch of things that you can say that is actually racist. But calling them a savage, that's calling them a fucking savage. I could be a savage. You could be a fucking savage. My dog could be a fucking savage. But you know what? We have to play this card, this game, where everything that can be even slightly misconstrued as racist is suddenly racist. Now, I haven't watched all that many Opie and Anthony skits, but everyone that I've watched, I loved. And now the guy's gone. Because he did something. He used freedom of speech. Sirius Satellite Radio fired him. Because it's something he put on his fucking Twitter. He used his freedom of speech to say savages. So, here's the next question. Why is it? Why the fuck is it that here on this wonderful 4th of July, that I have to scream and rant and bitch about this, rather than talking about how great this country is? We used to be the greatest country in the world. We're not anymore. You think other countries are better than us? No. It's like every country's down the shithole just as much as us. In some way, shape, or form. But one thing that's supposed to make our country stand out is our freedom. That I can say whatever the fuck I want. And so long as I'm not threatening to kill the president, it's okay. No. You have to be politically correct. Now, was Opie, Anthony being entirely political correct? I don't fucking care. Political correctness is a violation of freedom of speech. You may not like hearing some guy say racial slurs, but guess what? It's in the Constitution. And though it's a poor taste in my opinion, why are you going to try and violate their freedom of speech? Why? Shouldn't you look at it as that's just them acting like the assholes they are, and you should downgrade them as a human being? Look down on them as a human being rather than anything else? Fucking fire them? No, you shouldn't be fired for using your right to freedom of speech. What other rights are we getting taken away? Every day, I see some asshole trying to do something to get rid of my fucking gun. You know what? This is my gun, and the only way you're getting it is from my cold dead hands. No, you're not gonna have my gun. Any of them. And that's what I get for living next to a highway. You look at all our rights, everything. You always hear about these SWAT teams kicking in doors without warrants and just searching up the house. Cops going out and killing dogs. Our politicians sending our sons and daughters, in my case, brothers and sisters, over across seas to die for a cause they don't even believe in. Where are our freedoms? America's not the greatest country anymore. It's because we got stupid slack-jawed fucks running it. And because the mass media would rather than talk about what's really important in this country, wants to talk about, oh, Miley Cyrus, look at her camel toe. Ain't that wonderful? Oh, she's such a slut. Yeah, she's a slut. And this matters to me. Why? I can care less about Miley Cyrus's fucking vagina. Tell me about the news. Stupid shit like the National Defense Authorization Act, the Patriot Act, the John Warner Defense Act, Operation Northwoods. All this shit is just fucking... But you know what? No matter where you go, you're gonna get some equivalent to it. So, my American brothers and sisters, how's about this? Instead of doing what you're probably going to do this 4th of July and just, yay, America, we're the greatest, I want you to reflect on how we were once the fucking greatest. Once. What I get for living next to a highway. Because we're not the greatest anymore. We're not. I love this country. The world can go on without us, but I can't go on without this country. We have stood for how long as a bastion? The ideal visage of what it means to be free. And even though we got so many people here who hate Muslims, you see Muslims coming into the country all the time because they'd rather be here and picked on than be in whatever fucking shithole they were before. Because at least you're fucking free. At least was. But a man chooses and a slave obeys, and too many of you have done nothing besides sit around and obey Fox News, CNN, or whatever fucking news media source that you got. I say fuck them. I say we get out and we actually do something. We start by talking to our friends, educating people about the serious things that are going on in this country, about the problems. And that's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, since I was 16. And what started off as people saying, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Now people are like, oh, but what are we going to do about it? What can you fucking do? Be American. And do what the founders would have done. Tell your friends, tell your families, start to organize, start to picket, start to protest, and do everything in accordance to what is needed. You know where that's going. Have a nice day. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And just reflect on what needs to be done and what you need to do as an American.